I could do this because I'm retiring it.
Oh, that's true. You did just immediately get out of there.
I got
Um.
over. I got about 50% through the game.
Oh, okay. You looked at the it shows a percentage.
When you load into the save.
Oh, that's what it was. You got to about halfway.
Yeah.
We're back, by the way. ADLR podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Brian. We're talking about Prince of Persia.
Hmm.
I mean, might as well get out of the way since you got over it pretty
Randomly got
quickly.
cold.
What happened?
Just randomly got really cold.
Oh, that might be. Did you do pop open a Fresca or something? Or
Not yet.
LaCroix? There it is. I was gonna say or a polar. Is it polar bear?
Yeah, this one's ass.
Yeah. Shout out to the sponsorship.
I
Uh,
forget the company, the one that slaps.
LaCroix.
No, they're okay. Whatever one you got, Frescas, those are solid. And then
You talking
fuck,
about Bubble or not Bubble? Buble or whatever the
I don't
water.
remember.
Or are you thinking about the one that has caffeine? That has like a caffeinated uh
I mean, the ice
line.
ones are fine. That's
Ice.
the
That's
ones
what it
that are
was.
caffeinated, but there's another one. I don't remember now.
Damn, bro. That's sleepy in me. Okay. I mean, so let me get up. Prince of Persia. You got to play it. Little Man Metroidvania.
Yeah,
What was a
stories,
final? What was the final nail in the coffin?
stories, man. The movement's the most entertaining part. I thought it was gonna be the combat,
Uh huh.
but just the traversal, they did a good job.
Okay.
The bosses, I'm like, man, it's cool that they're different than the other enemies, but they're tedious or annoying to me.
Oh, okay.
And the part that I don't know if it was underwhelming, uh, after you do the snake thing, you have to do the Star Guardians. I thought, oh shit, these are like more bosses. And then you go up to a spot and then you shoot it, and then it just shows you a person, like, all right, and you move on.
Mm-hmm.
And those are pretty spread out. So I was like, all right, hopefully something cool happens each time, because quite a way out.
Uh huh.
I do all that shit, and then it's like, okay, now here's the next fetch quest, and it's like in Brooklyn. And after a while, I'm just like, this was my complaint for the Darksiders games, is that everything just felt like a fetch quest at the end of the day.
Oh, and there's no oomph to the quest. It's just, can you go
Yeah,
grab me this amulet that my granddad dropped when he was 2?
I can tell you where this enemy is, but there's this cactus I need you to get rid of.
I know about those. They had those like before I tell you where this vault is or this key. Can you go do something?
Hmm.
It's like, okay, well, how about you come with me and do it? Maybe I unlock a cool fighting maneuver or something.
Yeah, put more incentive or just stop doing just fetch quests.
Make it smaller. People, let's not be scared of making the game smaller. It worked out for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
A lot of the Metroidvanias I've been playing, like the India ones, are smaller maps in comparison to this. This one is fucking massive so far.
Yeah, it's because the
And
rooms are like each section of like are huge and they have like verticality to them, so it feels like a grind getting from one place to the other.
yeah, um, the movement's cool, but even it being that much, it's like, all right, I wish they can condense it. The best example I can give, full bias, is Blasphemous games. The maps aren't massive, but each biome feels like its own biome. This one, while pretty, the game's pretty, it does kind of just blend into itself. So it just feels like a long ass level a lot of times.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, just Blasphemous is condensed, but still feels like you're going places. Like, oh, look where I came, look from where I came, and I'm over here fighting. I just found a guy who lactates into his son's mouth. You
what
know,
the hell?
Blasphemous too.
Yeah, I know, but like people aren't ready for that. They haven't played it.
When I got to it, I made sure that anyone who's in like speaking distance has seen that NPC.
That's fair. I'm waiting for the physical for Switch to get on sale so I can keep that because it's the game was so good.
Yep. Got snubbed though. Pandy Games. It's
Well,
Jeff Keighley
Mr.
being Jeff
Keighley,
Keighley
well, him and his panels because it's not just him voting.
being Jeff Keighley
I mean, whatever gets
wiping that Hideo off of him.
you're trying to get the what was I gonna say? He's got to make partnerships to get the funding for that. So
Um, yeah. I didn't end it on a bad note. Like I don't think the game's ass or anything like that.
uh huh.
It was more so it's more of the same. The story wasn't enticing enough to be like, I gotta see what's next. It didn't. The story didn't justify the fetch quests. The combat felt good. The best part is actually the movement. And for what I played, I liked it. I just it wasn't enough to. I feel like if I kept playing, I would have started to like not like the game.
Oh, okay. So you early out just so you can give it the what it did right. It's just the length is the issue for you.
Yeah, just the length, and if I'm gonna go across the seven seas, give me a better reason besides hey, just shoot at this constellation.
Collectible, collected.
Yeah,
What was I gonna mention? What was the last Metroidvania you played that you're like, this is it? Was it Blasphemous?
Blasphemous was really good. I got to see my. Let me look at my
Your history?
Steam. Yeah, I'm freaking out.
What?
Um,
Why are you freaking out?
the last Metroidvania I played. I just saw Mullet Mad Jack and I got excited again, but that wasn't it.
Oh, that's right. But that's not a Metroidvania. You said right.
No,
It's just like a.
I'm looking at like in order of last loaded or bought or whatever on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's
Persona's definitely not that. Helldivers isn't that.
it's definitely. I think it's Blasphemous. That's probably why you're coming at
Oh
this.
no, Momodora earlier this year. Moonlit Farewell.
Oh, the sequel. I
They
forgot they
they
had a
kept that
sequel.
game very simple, but it still feels good in every manner. Very simplistic. The Metroidvania. Pretty short game. Map felt decent. Everything felt like its biomes were well defined. It's pretty. Combat's simple. If it were up to me, that's the nitpick. Like add some complexities to the combat, but besides that, it 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 got it got the assignment.
Okay, I
That
might
was
add
this year. I
that.
forget that was this year. It feels like so fucking long ago.
I mean, we are about to start September run. Like it's been 9 months since
And then after that, Leica, I played that for a bit.
Oh, that's true. I think you said you early out of that one too, right?
Yeah, too many things, too many backflip. Do this, do that. It's overwhelming.
For something is always in motion, right?
Yeah,
Because there's no like stop and think about what you're doing on the bike. It's just constantly you're going, right?
if they would have maybe dumbed down it's kind of is already dumbed down the controls.
Uh
We
huh.
just simplified it a bit more, or they kind of just did too much. Cool idea for sure.
Uh huh.
Cool world, but I was like too much. After Image is another one I played. I kind of early outed though because it felt generic. But it was one of those Metroidvanias on the line of like you can pick up multiple weapon types and each one combats differently, I guess. And then there was a skill tree any level to get different abilities for the weapons, which I thought was cool.
That's pretty good.
What else did I play? Last Faith I tried. That shit felt lifeless. I was so excited for that game, and it does like the whole let's make it dark and gothic like the Souls games aesthetic,
Uh huh.
but the combat just felt clunky.
Oh, okay.
I was not a fan, which sucked because it was on my wish list for like years. When's the last time I played Blasphemous? All these I play a lot of Metroidvanias.
What you mean?
I didn't realize I played this many Metroidvanias in between. I thought Blasphemous was like
Same, because you
the
mentioned
most recent.
Blasphemous, and I'm like, I think that's the last one I played.
Damn, so
I'm
then
before Prince of Persia. I mean,
it's almost a year since I played Blasphemous. I last played September 1st.
that's why you were playing this, and it's like, nah. Last year around this time, I was playing Blasphemous too. Well,
Yeah.
that might be it. All right, we just want to get that out of the way, I guess, because that was since you early out of the game, we might as well early out it on the episode, right?
Yeah. If it's on sale, I'd say give it a shot if you like Metroidvanias. I just some things kind of felt meh.
Which, as of this recording, that game is always on sale, physical and digital. So,
Okay.
like, it's already hitting like $20, maybe sometimes. Or am I lying to you? I think around $20 digitally, maybe cheaper.
Bro, speaking of Metroidvania, you see that they've released that fucking another Castlevania collection. They dropped it today and looked me in the eyes.
Yeah, I did see that, and I think it's part of the whole Castlevania um, hype they're getting. So when they announce the next season of Nocturnal, when Netflix Geek comes out or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because I think the Dead by Daylight Castlevania stuff comes out this week as well.
Yep.
So it's probably to announce the next season of Castlevania, I think, on Netflix.
I'm, as people know on here, biggest, I guess I'm gonna say hater. I don't know what else the word to say of when they just resell it. They bank off of your nostalgia
Uh huh.
in like whether it's a movie being remastered or games. So the same day they just dropped this collection, they said here's the release date for the Marvel Cap vs Capcom collection. Drops in like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna be the biggest hypocrite and buy the Marvel one because out of fear of knowing Capcom past of them being like, oh, well, not enough people support this port, so why would we make another game? So this is a rare time I'm gonna be a hypocrite and do that.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to do the same for Castlevania, and only because these are ones I never got to play.
So at the end of the day, at least you got to play a new Castlevania. That's a pretty good
Yeah,
trade off.
and the other thing too is I already do getting Marvel and then getting this Castlevania thing is way more than I wanted to spend this year.
That's fair because they shadow dropped that collection, right? That has Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Is that out yet, or is that coming out soon?
September 12th.
Okay, I might grab the Switch physical for that because I
The
think all of
physical
it's.
drops November.
Of course it does. Well, I mean, I'd rather it comes out November and it has everything on the disc, on the card, I guess, on the memory card.
I'm waiting a little bit to see if it gets on Green Man.
Are you gonna get it on PC?
Yep.
What do you mean,
I
Brian?
should get a physical.
You have a Switch and a PS5. What are you talking about?
I,
Oh, your PS5 is digital only. So you have a Switch,
yes,
Brian. What are you talking about?
PS5 now. I have nothing to play on it because I'm done with Prince of Persia.
Oh, I see. Oh, that sucks. I mean, you
Um,
can reset factory reset and sell it.
yeah, yeah, I should.
I mean, because why keep it there if you're really not going to turn that on ever again?
I'm trying to think. Is there any other? I don't know if am I expecting any exclusives before the PS5 dies?
We don't know that yet because everyone's talking about PS5 Pro now. So I'm assuming they're going to make new games to showcase those, or the power of that. So
That's probably the only thing. I think I'm gonna keep mine until this gen dies, and then get rid of it for depending on when Switch 2 drops. Maybe that's when I'll trade in early if Switch 2 maybe.
March of next year is probably when you're going to sell your PS5. Got it? Because
Maybe.
I'm sure they're going to announce it then, or close to springtime next year
Then I just have to break into your house if something comes out that I want to play.
on console. But I don't see any games that you'd break into someone's house to play.
For
Unless it's like a
Sony?
yeah, unless it's like another God of War maybe, but after the second game's ending, I'm like, okay, we're kind of like letting this lie here, right?
Yeah, what's it called? Square Enix mentioned that they're not gonna they think that from here on out Final Fantasies will be day one on PC now.
Come on, dude. They think because they haven't seen the amount of commas they're gonna throw at them and amount of
Mm-hmm.
zeros. Hey, how about we continue doing what we're doing? Thank you. And then of course, what, a year? Is it a year? 6 months exclusive they get?
6 months.
Because when did 16 come out? Was that late last year?
FF16
That was like summer of last year, right?
September 2024. No, it was released. Sorry, no,
What?
released June 2023. So about a year.
Yeah.
Longer than that. I didn't think
Damn.
it was that fucking long.
Yeah, that's a year and something, Brian. So it's probably a year and 6 months or
Yeah,
something.
June 2023. That would
That
be probably the only reason I would justify keeping my PS5. Or I don't know. I don't recall if Dragon Quest has any exclusivities.
they normally don't, if I'm not mistaken. Dragon Quest? Not that I know of. Maybe Monster Hunter, the portable ones, like Rise and Sunbreak or whatever. But Wilds is coming out, and that's gonna be current gen
Immediately.
stuff. Yeah, that's an easy buy. So
Um. Yeah, and I kind of have to. What I'm trying to think what IPs God of War,
unless
Spider-Man
another
games.
Uncharted or another Last something in Last of Us from Naughty Dog, you kind of know Naughty
Those
Dog
are kind.
stuff.
I played for the most part I vicariously played those through you. I mean I've played
Those are
some of the
facts.
Uncharted and I played the first Last of Us, but everything else I would just watch you play.
That's fair. I mean, because those games are pretty much cinematic movies for those trying to continue to make live action versions of them. Stop it.
Hmm. What else? What else did I have I bought? The Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, but they're showing clearly that they're gonna port it like a year later, so I can wait on that.
You can wait on two.
Ratchet and Clank, they ported it like a year later. I can wait on that.
And depending on who they pick, if it's there seems to consistently be buying Nixus's time, and they do excellent work on the ports for for PlayStation 5. So
Unicorn Overlord, I could have bought on Switch. I bought it on PlayStation, so I can justify me having a PlayStation.
Ah, okay, that's fair. But man, like playing it on the Switch, like you should have gone with the Switch because having it portable and just doing like a quick couple matches, saving and getting out is great.
I don't do a quick couple matches in the game. I lost hours at a time.
Oh, so you do like whole chapter or whole encounters, not
A
like
lot of times I would start gaming like on the weekends. Like I'm up at like 5 or 6 usually. So I start at like 7ish,
oh damn.
and I don't really. I stop to eat. I stop to shower, and then sometimes by like 8 or 9, I'm still playing, and then I give it
Damn,
a break.
that's the life right there.
I fucking love those kind of games, and that's why I need to have a Nintendo product because Fire Emblem, I need to play those. Metroid, I would like to play the new one, or if they port the third one, because I haven't played that one yet. A lot of times, like the JRPGs or the tactical games are on Nintendo, which is surprising to me.
Because people know, well, it's just because the console itself, they know those things are moving everywhere. Like everyone's got a Switch, so it's easy to, hey, what platform can I make a game for that a lot of people have? It's definitely Switch. The same with PCs too, depending on the scale of your game. But
With the Steam Link, I,
that's what I'm
unless
saying.
it's
You
the
get
only
that
time
Steam
I'm
Deck
buying stuff on
verified.
there. The only reason I didn't buy Prince of Persia on PCs because I got rid of my other launchers. Like I don't know if you saw, but I bought Diablo on Steam. Done with the Battle.net
Let's
launcher now.
go join the club. Yeah, I don't have the only thing I have installed is Steam at the moment. And like if we play Battlefield or something, EA's will be on there for a bit, and then when people stop playing Battlefield, I just uninstall it.
The EA one, I guess, technically is on there for the same reason, like because of Steam loading up Dragon Age,
Yeah.
and the League launcher, the Riot launcher, I guess, the only two I
Oh,
have.
I know. I haven't had that on. I haven't had that installed in wow. Has to be at least a decade now. No, I'm a liar. At least 4 or 5 years. I mean, it was last. No, which extra life was it when we were staying up playing the auto battler?
Like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's probably the last time I had
Because
Riot
the last one you had the computer out in that.
out, and that's the in a different room. The setup was somewhere else. Yeah, that's years ago, and that thing that's the last time I had Riot launcher installed because I don't play Valorant. I don't think I've gotten further than that training segment in Valorant where you shoot and train like your aim or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, cool. And then I got out and I'm pretty sure I installed it. And that's all she wrote. Oh,
Uh,
what are we talking about? That was quite the rant.
Prince of Persia to console to
Oh, to why have console conversation. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, that's fair.
to
Um,
Marvel to you saying you're getting it on Switch is the one I said.
yeah, if it's coming out in November, then I'll probably grab the Switch cart for that.
I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, and if I don't see it on Green Man Gaming, I'm just gonna buy Marvel and the Castlevania thing, and then judge myself.
If you don't see what on Green Man Gaming, I'm sorry.
I just want to see if they're gonna have a sale for the Marvel collection.
Why not
Just
wait? Because they usually do it like a 10% like near the release date. So whenever it's supposed to, is it this week? It's supposed to drop.
September 12th.
I would wait until like that week of and see if they'll do a promotional thing and be like, hey, it's coming out soon. Here's 10, 12% off or something. That's just me though. Um, I can move right along then before we get into Sabrina's album here. I did watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The name is quite wordy.
How
But
many are there now?
so this takes place after that trilogy with Caesar. So there's those three movies that came out that was really good, right? And then this takes place. I don't know how long. I forgot how long extra, how long, how much time in between them. Uh, so Caesar's gone in this, and now it's what happens after his death, and there's there's no one there to like lead them. So it's of course people start getting into groups, and some people take his word as like religious views, and other people, some groups are looking for you know start hunting and start looking for other ways to become stronger apes and more powerful apes, things like that. Uh, and then of course there's always the human element, and there's some girl that's playing the human element on this side. Uh, no spoilers because I think short into the movie realizes she can speak and stuff. Uh, Before the movie starts, there's a virus that made the apes smart, which is kind of from the first trilogy, but in revert, but because it makes the apes stronger or whatever, when humans are exposed to it, they get like dumber, like it's inverting, I guess. So people normally when they would see humans, they would already be losing most of their human behaviors. That makes sense. And then they come across this girl who was just pretending to be, but then she's actually really smart and the daughter of like smart people. And then everyone's got their agenda with this one vault that has apparently like stuff locked away in it, and it's how can we get into that vault situation after all the evil that these people have done. Not people, apes. I keep thinking like it sounds like I'm talking about humans, but it's just apes.
Aren't we all apes?
Technically. Uh, what was I gonna say? That's it. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's kind of like the setup for it. It's a cut in time. It cuts to some time ahead. Different clan now. Different chosen one. That makes sense. I forgot his name. I think his name is Noah. But memorable apes, by the way. Like the characters, they did a good job of. Yeah, they're all apes, but they all have either something on them that's different, or they move in a specific way, things like that. So the animation work, or I guess the CG is fantastic in it. There's like one or two shots I forgot that I'm like that looks really really good, especially like the floral stuff and when they're rushing through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, and that's it. I
Is
recommend it.
Andy
I
Serkis still mocapping?
maybe. I don't think he played a character in this one, but I can check. No, I don't see Andy Serkis in this. But the cast, you'll know. William H Macy's in here, playing a human though. It's weird seeing him not do his uh
Frank Gallagher.
Frank Gallagher thing. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I forgot
It's
he.
cold out here, Caesar.
Yeah, well, he can't. Caesar's already dead.
Oh,
Like this takes place after
I haven't seen any of
his.
these reboots.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not like a spoiler for the previous trilogy because it
I don't think
ends.
I'm gonna watch.
Okay. Well, for those who did like the original trilogy, this is like cool. I don't know, like it's not an afterthought kind of thing, but it's like, oh, this is a cool little DLC or expansion afterwards, right? Let's see what would happen after the Great Leader falls.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they set it up for more. Like the problem was resolved, but then there's like, but now that it's resolved, this can have like kind of foreshadowing that yeah, there might be more of these. Did it actually do well in the box office? It did. 160 according to this, the moviedb.org. The budget was 160 million and the revenue was almost 400,000. I'm sorry, 400 million.
Mm.
So there's definitely gonna be another one, which is a good thing. I enjoyed my time with it. That is it.
Think they're gonna end it with like Fall of the Planet of the Apes?
It's probably gonna be what's that song that the log in the bottom of the thing and whatever.
Frog in a log in a hole in the bottom of the sea.
It's that. I'm assuming by the end of this new trilogy, it has to be like some crazy name because we already got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Like it's getting too much. We got to
They're
think of
gonna do
something
a
else.
collab with Under Night in Birth. It seems like Under Night in Birth latest EXE of the Apes.
I can't. That's how are people supposed to? And trying to find out what's the order to watch them in is crazy. You have to look it up online. There's no like one or two or something like. It's so weird. Like if I view the collection for this, Planet of the Apes reboot collection. I guess no, never mind. By the names of the previous ones, they make sense, but this one kind of fucked up the naming. So the first one in the original trilogy was Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which you're like, okay. Second one's The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which makes sense, time. And then the last one's War of the Planet of the Apes. So I think that's where it started going. It should have been Night of the Planet of the Apes or some shit, right? Like the
And
days
then
then, and then for
they
this,
got doing more, and it has to be Fall because if they start with the Rise,
and that would have been if if the third one would have ended with like Caesar dying or something, then I'd be like that makes sense. Like he was the leader, he'd be gone. It's the fall of the Planet of the Apes, right? Because that's what would cause this new one to be like, oh, now they're split. Um, what is it? Like tribes and stuff, and they're all believing their own thing. It's like, oh, that's what would happen if the one person everyone was, you know, grouped with is gone. They start making their own thing. I don't know if you liked the previous ones. I think it's more of the same. The characters are a little bit different, but you might grow to like some of these more than others. It's not a. I'm not confident that if you like the previous one, you'll like this.
Mm.
That's kind of where I'm at with that. Short and sweet, wouldn't you say, Brian?
Yeah, I see what you did there. You cheeky devil.
JK Depp in it. I keep thinking of that fucking behind the scenes of Patty Constantine, whatever.
That's the
That-
scene, isn't it?
That's the scene in it. It's really good. What do you think?
You want me to start with it?
Yeah, I thought that was me transitioning. Also, you can
Oh,
do your thing, but it's fine.
um,
We'll do it next time.
trying
Sabrina
to think where to
Carpenter.
start this. Sabrina Carpenter, I didn't really know her by name until I saw she had a Coachella set. I didn't really listen to it much, so I don't really have an opinion or
Okay.
an idea of what her actual sound was. Heard her in bits and pieces before. I was shown Espresso. I was like, okay, pop.
Yep.
Um, then I heard Espresso. I'm like, I don't know who sings this, but song of the summer immediately.
Yeah. It was a.
Both sober and inebriated. I was like, this song is crazy.
It is. It was definitely the summer song, easily. Between that and Not Like Us, but that one had baggage along with it.
You saw there's that 700 million streams. Not like us
Is that highest of
on
this year,
Spotify. I think
or
every
that's
diss track
just on
is
Spotify?
charting.
Oh, I knew about that, but I didn't know the plays were like. I mean, if he gets 1 billion plays within a year for that one track, that's crazy.
I
That has to
think
be a record.
I think the post that I saw was that each diss track's over 100 million plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that one's at 700.
Yeah, because it's it's great. It's a good combination of everything we wanted. And we thought we, as in the general public, we thought this was like help, not help, but I thought this was like a sign to come. Hey, my album's coming, and I'm just gonna use this to like jump, springboard off of it. He would. I mean, it would have worked gangbusters for him if he wanted to make some quick cash.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he's keeping it. I guess his album has nothing to do with the beef. So I'm assuming he's keeping it away from each other.
It would have been crazy, like too soon for Kendrick if he dropped an album. Because last year he dropped the Hot Steppers or whatever it's called, right? Big
Mr. Morale,
Steppers.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was last year. So he might be waiting for next year or something. I mean,
Yeah.
he's done with this year. Like he gave us a bunch of tracks that are doing really really well for him. So and then what is it? I think that was a sold out show. The live one.
The Juneteenth one.
Yeah, like that had to be a sold out show. So I'm sure he made some cash there. Like, I'm sure he's good.
He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, that's what you did there. That's pretty good.
So Sabrina Carpenter. I listened to this 36 tracks. Yeah, 36 minutes.
It's not a Chris Brown album, Brian.
Yeah, 36 minutes, 12 tracks. I hearted 3 of them.
Oh,
One of them
damn.
being Espresso.
Oh, okay. So we had different experiences here.
There was no hate for any song on here. It's
Okay.
more so executed well, but not my cup of tea for a lot of these songs.
I think you pretty much summed up this fucking album for me.
Really?
It's formulated pop that works. She executed on pop. There's range here. There's like the what is it called? Don't Smile. It's a slower pop song.
It's
Really
one of the ones I
good.
hearted.
Please, please, please. You already know. Juno, I thought was a catchy one too. Like all
That's another one that I hearted.
okay.
You named the 2/3 of the one I
Oh,
hearted.
I liked a lot more than that. Please, please, please. Of course, Taste. I thought it was okay. I enjoyed the Taste as well. Good Graces was dope. Sharpest Tool was good. Bedchem was nice. And all these are sub 30, sub 3 minutes. They're nice short, like just like the album says, short and sweet. She comes in.
Actually, one's 3.5.
What's wrong?
Actually, there's a 3.5 minute song.
Oh shit, which one is it? Espresso or something? Oh,
Sharpest Tool and then Juno's.
Juno's almost 4.
40, 30. Yeah. Sub 4 minutes.
Yeah. Well, throw that out the window then, because I just lied.
The length of this album I liked. Like nothing overstayed its welcome for the most part.
Yes, and this is what I was gonna say. 'Cause all the things that we keep saying on this fucking podcasts about, yo, this song takes too long, there's too many verses, or this chorus goes on forever. Like the short and sweet thing, she hits the theme is there. She comes in and does her sometimes it's a catchy verse right into a catchy chorus, and then we're back in there. Like it's I don't know. It's a good pacing throughout. There was no like a next song or nothing. Everything flowed pretty well.
Yeah, instrumentation across the board. I liked. There wasn't anything like, what the hell is this?
I'm
A lot
with
of
you.
times it's just writing choice. I don't think her performance. Nothing stirred me away. Sometimes, but don't know how I feel about this chorus or something. But I'm not expecting one. I wasn't expecting her to have like country pop kind of sound to some of these songs. Because I don't, just from the little bits of knowledge I've gained before this album, I was like, oh, it's clean bubblegum pop stuff. But this was like a lot of country influence. I don't know if she started doing country and then she kind of became pop. Not really quite sure.
I think this is
But
a
I was surprised by that.
it's a sign of the times thing because a lot of people are doing more country focused uh music. Like this past year, Beyonce dropped
She does
hers.
it well.
Post Malone did his. She now Sabrina is like mixing country stuff for her pop, and it's working.
Yeah, it fits her. Uh, it wasn't to say like it seemed like a just like a crash grab or something. She fit the songs that are like that. Um, yeah, a lot of times some of the lyrics wouldn't stick, but it's more so it's just not written for me. But I don't. I say that not to say that that's like a negative.
That's
I'm
true.
not the intended audience.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you might be because I'm looking at the writers list, and Julia Michaels is on a lot of these.
I could tell. Uh, um, Don't Smile sounded like her. Sharper's Tool sounded like her. I don't know if she's on Sharper's Tool.
Yeah, she is. No, I'm
Um,
a liar. I don't see her on here.
is Dumb and Poetic the other one I thought? I'm trying to do it blind. I'm not looking to see if she's in.
Dumb and Poetic. Oh, that one doesn't have
Yeah,
the
Dumb and
info.
Poetic, it has to be Julia Michaels.
Yeah, that was another good track. Like you're mentioning you only like the like three. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I said we had different experiences. It got to a point where I was in the pocket. Like I'm this shit. I'm like, is she gonna miss on here?
It was like us. That was good. But the ones that I hearted were Espresso, obvious reasons. Juno, I like that one. And Don't Smile. Don't Smile's up my alley. Like the
Mm-hmm.
instrumentation and it's kind of ballady, bluesy kind of.
Yeah.
It's up my alley. I almost had a
I'm
stroke live.
like, Don't Smile also sounds very Maria's because the instrumental is very like underwater and it's like very reverb. So like the beginning part, I'm like, oh, I could see the Maria's on this. Or it sounds like from their latest product. From it looks like it came. It sounds like it came from Submarine.
A lot of the artists that I like, I can hear on Don't Smile. The instrumentation.
Yeah.
I could hear Omar Paul. I could hear Billy on it. I can hear Ravina on this. I can hear Frank Ocean on anything because I can't hear new songs from him. So I
Yeah.
gotta imagine him in other songs.
You're gonna use generative AI to put him in songs that other people made. So
Yeah,
yeah, like the only ones I didn't heart on here were Lighter Girls and Slim Pickens. The rest I had a great time with. I added them to my library.
Light of Girls, another one instrumentation wise. Chorus, just
It wasn't there. Yep, I'm
yep.
with you
Everything else
there.
was there.
I'm right there with you. Lighter Girls. I like, damn, this was really good until they got to that chorus, and I just could not.
A lot of these were like that, which for her intending audience, I'm assuming she bat 1,000.
Yeah.
Like instrumentation performance is just literally the chorus, uh, like parts like that. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, this is easily gonna be on the pop Grammys list for next year. All right, that's
Yeah,
it.
who else
I
I heard? Good album.
exactly. You said it before I did. Excellent. I was nervous because I'm like, I heard a previous one and I've always only liked one or two of the songs on there. And then when she dropped the Espresso single, I think it was around Coachella time because I think she performed it on Coachella. But I'm like, okay, she has a really good single coming out. Then please came out. I'm like, still really good. It has very memorable instrumentation, and then the chorus is pretty catchy. I'm like, oh, this might be it, and here we are. Good work. I likes. That's it. I forgot. I'm going to have a review next week for the Travis Scott's album that came out, and I just did not know it came out.
It's a re-release. I think that's one of his old mixtapes. I think.
Ah, okay. Because it is called Days Before the Rodeo or something.
I think it's old mixtape work. I could be wrong, but I think it was him doing kind of a party next door, and the OVO crew did.
Oh, is he like releasing it under his own label so he can make some cash? Like, is this like a business thing?
Maybe, yeah, maybe he just put it over for, I guess, ease of use and getting more streams.
That's fair. Okay, that's it. That's all I got, man. I don't know if there's anything else you want to go over, but we can go through the upcoming stuff or just shoot the shit or any other news stuff.
Um, I don't know what. Did I do anything? No, really, just blonde for a week straight. Um,
With no
uh,
context, it sounds like, yeah, you went blonde for a week.
yeah.
You just dyed your hair blonde for a week and said, fuck this, I'm going back. Go for it.
Um, Tekken for a bit. Nothing new besides Prince of Persia.
And that,
I don't know if I'm care enough to even finish Elden Ring's DLC.
oh, then
I've
don't.
been- That's what I've been thinking, and it's not to say that I enjoyed my time with it. I'm
Uh huh.
sure that my complaints of certain bosses that keep the archetype of boss or enemy type that keeps getting brought in, but I'm like, eh. And it could just be that I'm at that point where I don't like playing anything new, or it's with anticipation of the things I've been waiting for a year that are coming soon. Or I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't want anything new. I kind of just want to wait. Could be that. I don't know.
I think that's what I'm in. That's the state I'm in because I started like I streamed the mini shoot adventures stuff, and I'm like I also need to stream like or record mullet magic. Like I have games to like I have content to make, but then I'm like, but Star Wars is coming soon. Assassin's Creed a month after. Uh, you know, I just got. I guess spoilers for next week's episode. I'm gonna probably review Pacific Drive because that game had it's. I'm thinking about it now. Like I'm gonna end this, upload this shit, and probably go play Pacific Drive. It's a weird. I'll review it next week. But like that's what I'm playing now, and I'm like, once I'm done with that, it will probably roll right into Star Wars, or maybe Star Wars will just take over because it's getting an okay review. So I'm like, I want to try it. I need to try it. Open world Star Wars, I gotta try it.
My comfort pick is like when I'm like when I decided Prince of Persia, I'm like whatever about. I just been playing way too much Darkest Dungeon too. It's my comfort unwinding game.
It's not my comfort unwind game, but if I'm on the Steam Deck, on in bed, and I'm like, what should I play for a little bit before I inevitably just head nod to bed? Darkest Dungeon comes up, and I'm like, I'll try it. I'll try to do a run as far as I can, and just hit. I'm not like thinking at all. I'm just like, yeah, hit attack this guy, throw whatever. I'm not trying to get
Oh,
far. I'm just playing for playing sake.
I still actively think about like when I start a run in Darkest Dungeon 2, I do random party and then I try to optimize what I have.
Oh, that's a fun challenge because then you don't know what you're gonna get.
So I set them up and I'm still engaged, but I'm not stressed in any shape or form. Somehow that most stressful game that's calming to me.
Well, because you turn it calming. You said you put it in a Jesus take the wheel mode. Hey, random, and I'll make the best of it. Instead
Even
of
before that,
oh,
when I was
okay,
like picking on my shit, it's a relaxing game for me. I don't know.
that's fair. I think turn based does that for me. Like if I'm playing any turn based, I'm not on high alert. 'Cause I'm like I'll have unless it's like a timed turn based, like Child of Light or
Oh,
those type of other
mm-hmm.
ones. If it's like XCOM or um yeah, I guess XCOM or Dungeon stuff that were proper turn based, I don't sweat it. I'm like, all right, what are my options? I do what I can. Oh, I didn't think a couple turns ahead. I'm gonna get screwed here. Oh, or Slay the Spire is another one. Like that's another one that I'll do a run or two. I don't make it that far unless I get like a really lucky. Then even then I don't really finish a run. I just end up dying. But that's what I like about the roguelites. You can just whoop, make some progress, enjoy the usually combat. Roguelites are usually more combat so focused. So
I'm trying to think. XCOM permadeath stresses me out. So Fire Emblem can because at any point I will never see that character again. But I like that stress, and the same thing with XCOM.
oh okay, that's fair.
'Cause I put somebody in a position, betting it all on this 98% chance I'm going to headshot this guy, and I miss still.
Uh huh.
It's something about that stress adrenaline rush, I guess.
Don't get into gambling. I can tell you that right now. It
That's
sounds
why I
like,
don't gamble in real life. That's
yeah,
why I've never been in a casino in real life
yeah,
because I know just from games, my addiction to gambling in games,
yeah,
I'm not supposed to be there.
yeah. You're not. I don't. Let's just be your pre PSA. Don't try gambling,
Yeah, I already know, but I know me too much to do that shit.
especially if on the off chance you gamble for like you accidentally stumble upon something and you like what's one bet, and you win big, and that's your first outing to it, you're done. That's the end for you and
No,
your
I'm good.
wallet.
The only way I would be able to physically is if I have whatever cash I have physically on me is the only thing I use,
Okay.
and that's it. But then I'd have to have someone responsible hold the rest of my money just in case.
Oh, so you if you go in there with a preset amount, like a what's the word, an allowance, like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm only gonna spend this amount. If I go over, I'm done. Or if I lose it all, I lose it all.
I can't. I'd have to do that, and then someone responsible holds my credit cards and stuff because it's a good chance I'm like, that's it, and I just put more in.
Like you hear the all the table, like they're laughing at you for losing. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh snap! I think you kicked something. Oh, it's back.
That's where I saw it cut out. And oh,
There it is. Oh,
oh, I don't even know what it could be.
you did something. Like it was waiting. You started moving, and it was
I
okay.
just
It's
turned my
fine.
chair.
Okay.
I don't know.
The fuck's going on with that setup? Brian's over there hacking into the future with it. That's why he's doing some weird shit. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm pretty much on standby for games. I'm just playing old games. I'm still playing Close to the Lamb. I'm trying to get all the achievements, the Steam
Yeah,
achievements
that's
for
what I'm
Close
doing
to the
right
Lamb.
now. I'm installing it.
Okay,
I just know me at this point. I know
No,
that if I'm ever thinking, do I want to come back? Move on.
just move on. Okay, that's your growth
No,
right there. You're like, I'm done here.
yeah, I gave it a shot. I liked my bit of time, but I gotta play something else.
That's fair. You can do that. Um, Star Wars is out this week. The Akimbot game is out this week. I didn't know that until I saw the list.
The hell is that?
It's one of the games we saw at one of the showcases. It's an indie game, third person. It looks very Ratchet and Clank, but not because of licensing.
It's a demo.
Is Ratchet and Clank the right comparison? Well, if you see,
Visually, I assumed that's what it was.
okay, so you are seeing it right now.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean
That
it's kind of shaped like Ratchet, and
and you
yeah,
also have like a Clank buddy. So that's why. And then when you see the combat and the platforming, it's like okay, it's very that, but indie version. So
mm-hmm.
we'll see how that turns out. It comes out this week. I might grab that or wishlist it.
The one that
Um,
I'm upset about. This is why I'm stressed with how many things are releasing. Squirrel of Guns on my wish list drops this week. Visions of Mana is on my wish list drops this week.
yep.
Castlevania Dominus Collection drops. I didn't even know it was a thing, but it dropped and I want it. And then in 2 weeks, Marvel and I want it.
Damn, that's just in a month span. They fucking bum rushed you.
Not to mention, I've already bought the rest of my. I bought Dragon Age because that's one of the things I told myself going into this year. I'm gonna grab.
Uh huh.
Stalker I already pre-ordered. Metaphoria Fantasio already pre-ordered, and there's something
You're
else.
yeah, you're done for games.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they're
And they
gonna
keep doing this shit to me.
just put in your wishes and wait for it to get cheaper. That's it. Because Dragon Age is gonna take you a good minute if you're gonna exhaust it or get all the cheap. If you like it and you're gonna get all the achievements, it's gonna take you a bit.
It
Met,
comes out
met,
after Metaphor.
met, then you're not even gonna touch Dragon Age in until maybe December,
Mm-hmm.
depending how long. Depending on how that game works. But if it's like Persona, where it's like a scripted year or whatever, then you might get through it pretty quickly or quicker
I'm
than most.
expecting a month or two to finish it.
Okay. Cut to like 3 episodes from now. Yeah, so I took all weekend and destroyed Met.
Yeah, so
Fantastic.
I stopped blinking so I could get more time.
Yeah, and I just absolutely destroyed Metaphor.
That's probably what I'll wait for Castlevania collection because it's not on sale right now. I'll wait. I gotta buy the collection as soon as possible. So I don't know when they do the little numbers check before I don't get a Marvel sequel. So that's my hypocrite copium moment.
Usually fiscal year, like depending on the company, most fiscal years end March. So I'm assuming they're taking the numbers from when it releases to either the end of the fiscal year or the end of this fiscal year plus until like really like a whole year round release and see, hey, how much did this sell, and then make you know the crazy judgment call of nah, we don't need to make this, and then move on. And then there's people going, please.
Hmm.
It's unfortunate. We have to tell them we want something by paying them ahead of time for
Mm-hmm.
not the thing we want.
They force us to buy things we bought 20 years ago so I can get something new.
Yeah. They can't do it like Nintendo. Nintendo makes it look like this is the first time they're selling it to us, and then when I'm playing, I'm like, oh no, this is just the same shit again.
They're neck and neck. 'Cause remember, Capcom would sell you the same game with a change.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind, we just go, oh, we gotta take it for Capcom. Nintendo, we can't wait to buy it again. Dude, that's the difference. Nintendo can make you feel like you're getting the deal by getting this again, shiny new version on on a new platform. It's gonna happen with the Switch too. I'm telling you. There's gonna be
Nintendo's I
Odyssey.
can,
Go ahead.
Nintendo's I can avoid. Luckily, I don't think I can't remember the last time I did fall for it.
That you did fall for it.
Yeah,
I mean, you haven't because you keep forgetting to get it. But Metroid Prime Remastered.
I just want the third one.
Oh, okay. That's how they got me. Because I'm like, I still haven't gotten Metroid Prime Remastered, but I'm gonna get that when I see that on sale on physical. Because I'm like, I haven't played that in a long time, and that's a way to easily get me back. And
I
they're
beat
gonna
the
make a
first two.
second one too. And I'm dumbass is probably gonna buy that too.
I like the second one a lot. Gonna start doing the dark shit.
Nah, I like the first one. It has a very Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone feel to it. Where it's like, damn,
Mm,
the unlimited potential
breadsticks.
magic here. Yep, the breadsticks.
Trying, I really can't think of. I think I almost caved with the Advance Wars stuff, and I'm like, nah.
I don't think you play Advance Wars like that.
I played the uh through non-purchasing means. I played them a lot on my laptop.
That's what I'm saying though. But when you see a new Advance Wars, you're not like swapping trousers, like
No,
because you're like, oh, okay, it's fine.
well, it's not like Fire Emblem where I had it on my laptop, and I was like, nah. And I went the next day and bought the game on my for my Game Boy.
Yeah, Fire Emblem's another creature, bro. Even the fucking Warriors game is another level of fun.
It's serious.
Fire Emblem has a lot of content that can be used. It's weird there's no anime or CG anime for it. It's got political drama and stuff.
I've thought about getting into the mobile game, but I don't even mobile game anything anymore.
Is that on purpose, or is it just because you swapped over to a new phone and you just haven't brought down anything or
Even
downloaded
before I
anything?
swapped, I have stuff downloaded. I have roguelike solitaire. I got Puzzle Quest still on there in the tuck.
I would
I have
I would not show your screen. You don't know what's on screen, and people can just take that info.
my social look.
There it is. We got him. I knew it. He is from the future. 2097, and then you have like a what is it? The like a
Cyanide.
yeah pill in you, and you're like you won't get anything out of me. It's insane. Uh, we have another movie coming out on digital that we probably can save for the Halloween movie-thon that we keep trying to do each year. So Long Legs is out on digital now. That's the one with I think
Nicholas Cage.
Nicolas Cage being super weird or something in the middle of like of a murder investigation. It's something
I
like
don't know
that.
how I don't know how many movies it would do for this, but I really want to see Alien Romulus
Same.
and that one movie,
Cuckoo,
Coco,
yeah.
is getting
With
good reviews.
it's I think it's like an artsy horror one. I think it's an A24. Is it A24?
I think artsy horrors make you think, boo.
He's like, ooh, mana.
No, arachnid. I autopilot that into other friend groups.
Yes, it's spreading. It's
I've seen it before you got onto it, but you revitalized it for me.
my
So
bad. I'm getting mixed responses. I'm like, why are you still laughing at this?
I out of nowhere just go. I do manner or I go arachnid.
Arachnid. Spider.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's too good. I don't know why it's so fucking funny to me. What were we talking about? That just took over my brain again.
Cadaver.
You're oh Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Look at all those games. Fuck man.
That's not it. I just saw Andy Samberg. That's not it.
I think
Oh, there it is. It's a movie.
for a lot of these that are coming out this year, I think I'll wait till Black Friday time, and then usually I only really buy games using bonuses. So like anytime I'm buying this stuff, it's kind of just reserved Brian enjoy yourself money.
Uh huh.
So around the end of the year, so that's why I used to buy the new City of Wolves Garo game and other things coming out.
That's fair. I went to the wrong side here. Oh well. I thought the movie to be told you who published it, but I don't see that on here.
Didn't they drop a trailer for Sonic 3?
Today? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna immediately tell you something in it.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the trailer.
Okay.
It's not like I'm avoiding it. It's just I didn't know it was today that they dropped it. Uh, yeah, that's all I have on the movies. When that going down that list, I didn't see stuff that I've been anticipating. Um, and then moving on to music for this week, we got Zed, RZA, and John Legend dropping stuff. RZA. It's called A Ballet Through Mud. Oh, and also I forgot to add it on here. Kalani dropped a new album today or tomorrow, something like that. It's called While We Wait Too, and it looks like it's gonna be like super R&B focused. So we're about to get it.
Speechless.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that name and laughed too, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like. I don't know what that is. So
My backlog in the last 2 weeks for albums grew like exponentially.
what you mean?
I think there's a bunch of shit that released within the last 2 weeks in terms of projects. I'm like, oh shit, I know they dropped. Oh shit, I know they dropped. Oh shit, I know they dropped because they're not on this list.
Uh huh.
I guess they just decided, hey, I'm dropping it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know it's not on the list where it's not on that website I sent you, but like Kalani, I went. Spotify is actually showing like countdown to albums now.
Hmm.
So I went to go see something for Kalani and it said, "Oh, countdown." Or I was listening to her single that came out on Friday,
Hmm.
and I think you like it actually, but I forgot what it was. Let me see what it's called. Or unless you have Spotify up,
Half title.
her title, it should be out on both.
Fucking nerd
I'm a nerd. What's it called? When he's
without
not.
a partner.
It's when
Oh.
he's. It's called When He's Not There, featuring Lucky Day.
Oh shit. I
Yeah.
like Lucky Day.
Well, you like that track because
I
it's
didn't like his
smooth.
album though.
Well, he's doing good on this feature.
Okay.
And if it's more like this as an album, I'm down. I think she's gonna get her in her R&B bag again.
Good. Did you listen to the Mavi album I mentioned?
No, the one you reviewed last week. No, I have
Yeah.
not.
You like it?
I haven't heard it yet. I do need to listen to it though. The thing I listened to last week was the Sabrina Carpenter one, and then I saw the Travis Scott one, like I mentioned. I didn't know it was a re-release, so I might just skip on that then. Uh, I still need to listen to. Wait, is ASAP's out yet? No, right?
No, he postponed his. It was supposed to be this week. He postponed it to just fall 2024.
Oh, he didn't say why. Yeah, maybe he has a new track.
He mentioned
Samples.
he tweeted why, yeah, clearance and something else he said is holding it back. So he wants to make sure everything still sounds good the way he wants. So he just said fall.
That means he had a swap.
I'm okay with.
He probably had to swap a sample or something because it didn't get cleared. That sucks.
I'm 100% okay with it getting pushed back because I'm still gonna keep listening to Hijack.
Yeah, because he'd be right back.
I keep saying that's another thing. I just autopilot quote. I just keep going. I don't like naps.
I thought you were gonna mention like the I don't like that or something.
It's usually the
I,
nap one because I resonate with it.
I see what you
I
mean.
can't nap.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
can't nap.
Because I
That's my
can't
remix.
nap.
That's it.
Call him up. I mean, you can
Blues Clues disc coming.
you can make it to the album. Now that it's postponed. Just give him a call. Be like, I got a remix of your shit, and you just give him that one line. There's nothing else added to that remix.
Right, so I heard your verse and it's cool. I just want to change this one line and then back to you, and we're right back with the
And we're
remix.
right, yeah. Well, that's how we'll toss it back to you. He'd be like, "What? Oh shit, that potato salad." Listen, I think that's it. Short and sweet, just like the album. I got nothing else unless you do.
I don't think so.
All right, then we'll be back next week. Hopefully, I'll watch a new movie here for you. I think we have music to listen to. I'll probably listen to that Kalani one, see how R&B she gets, and hopefully, I'll have more time in Pacific Drive so I can talk a little bit more about the weird addiction I have to it. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.